Okay, so a bit of a interesting, slightly different vehicle here. So this is a 1973 1200cc Volkswagen Beetle. So it started life as a cabriolet. Supplied new in Germany. It was imported to the UK a couple of years ago. I'll detail exactly the dates and things like that in the description. It is UK registered. It's ready to go. It comes on that plate, GHH86L. And it has been done in Germany by a university. So spending loads of money. And you can see it's been done well. We'll show you in a second. As what they call it's a replica or a tribute, if you like, to a 1946 Volkswagen Beetle border patrol vehicle. So usually you'll see, obviously, it's 4 doors, but instead of doors, we've got these canvas flaps, for want of a better word. They are designed so they can drive along and hop out when needed. You might notice in this catalogue we've got a few very high quality Beetles. We've got this black Wonderbug, there's an orange convertible, and we've got this one. They've all come from the same collection. The chap's made a living over the last 20-30 years as a VW specialist. That's what he does for a living. He restores them. Interesting history, Rolls-Royce trained and then gone into Beetles. So these 3 are from his personal collection. This one is one of the more recent ones. He has been through it and given it a whole load of love. We'll start by having a look at the bodywork, and then I'm going to pause the camera, take the roof down, take these doors out so we can have a proper look at all that. It's finished in this sort of satin red, almost sort of red oxide style paint. It's a really cracking look, I think, on these nice white steel wheels with chrome trims. I've got a black insert as well. So to start on this, what would be the front right-hand side corner, obviously passenger side with it being left-hand drive. If we look at this wing, it's lovely and clean and straight. There's not a ripple or a dent anywhere on this car. It's really good. You've got the odd little mark here and there from being used. So there's a little scratch here and there's a bit of a scuff down the bottom there. But the arch itself is lovely and solid all the way around. It's got the German spec tyre pressures on the arches as well, which is a nice touch. Like I say, these wheels have just been put on. They're pretty much brand new. Nice chrome centre caps, black behind that on a white outer rim. And we've got 4 matching Corsa 65 tyres. So it's got a really good stance if you look at how the tyres sit in the arch. Really nice. Beetles can be ruined by the wrong wheel and tyre choice, really easy. And he's a massive fan of these proper billet aluminium side steps, not the cheap ones. So he's put them on pretty much everything. If you look along underneath, you can see fits really, really nice all the way along. While we're down here, we'll have a look underneath. As you can see, that floor pan is really good. You know, he's really meticulous with his cars. So the doors are a canvas door, black canvas door, as you can see. And they have these leather catches, which are like a hand-tooled leather catch. You unpop all 4 of those and open the door. You then roll it up, which I'll show you in a second, and fasten it in. But we'll do that off camera because otherwise it's going to take 20 minutes. And then you do have a safety chain on the inside for when the doors are down. You've got this pillar. And if we look underneath, and I'll show you inside the bonnet and things, they have put extra strengthening because obviously it's got less metal on the sides, and then we've got additional bars and things as well. Coming round to the rear on this right hand side, you've got some scuffs down here. And there's a tiny little stone chip just there. But again, arch, lovely and solid, nice clean wheel and tyre. Round towards the back, he's painted the bumpers to match. But he's given them some texture, which is a nice sort of contrast between the smooth satin. It's got this lovely clean chrome exhaust, kind of sort of a contrast between the satin, this nice bit of chrome. Have a look under there, and again you can see really nice and clean under there. Round the lights and everything, that's all good. Both tail lights, lovely and clear, no sign of any damage or anything on those. Got a little scuff just here. And again, the roof uses the same catches, so these lovely leather catches, which are far more pleasing to look at than a Prested. Really, really good. Coming round onto what is the driver's side. Again, another lovely clean, tidy arch. We've got a little scratch just here. Another good wheel and tyre. As far as the hood goes, the rear screen's lovely and clear. It's not dried out, rippled or cracked or anything like that. The whole hood, lovely and clean. Lovely and tidy. It's got a little bit of dust on it, which we'll clean off, but other than that, Really good all the way around. All these seams are nice and tight. Really easy to put down, which I'll do, and we'll have a look at that with it down. It's come with a really nice tonneau cover as well, which we'll put on, and we'll have a look at that. Coming down this side, got one of the older VW badges there. Obviously it's sort of harking back to the 40s, and you've got a sort of searchlight style thing here, which would be a nice touch. Again, really nice clean arches, no sign of any corrosion anywhere on this thing. Headlight bezels have been painted to match the rest of the car, and the front bumper obviously has the texture on as well. And again, if you've looked at any of the videos of the other two cars, his attention to detail is so good. He's the way the doors shut, or in this case the bonnet or the boot, filler cap lines up perfectly, all that sort of stuff. He really does take some proper attention and pride in what he does, which is why he's got such a long waiting list for work. If you want work done by him, underneath, from this angle, again, lovely and clean. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause it for a second. We're going to drop the roof down, take the doors out, we'll have a good look at the interior, we'll have a look around there, and then we'll start it up. So as you can see, roof's rolled down, the tonneau's on. Basically you undo the catches on these doors, roll them back, and they've got a belt hook to hold them in place on all four doors. Obviously the roof sits down like a normal cabriolet with this nice tonneau cover. These do clip back and hold it a bit tauter, but we've done this just to show you what's going on. You've got these lovely quarter lights. These are adjustable, keep the wind off you. And then we have this safety chain, stop anybody falling out. And again, if you wanted to take those off and remove them, really easy to do. So another one of the features with this car, we have these wooden boards in all the sitting positions to keep your feet off the floor pan. It's designed, and again, it's a throwback to that border patrol car, so you could get in wet, muddy feet. The water and the mud would drop through and drain out, whereas your feet are nice and dry on the boards. Interior wise, we've got this nice two-tone red and black interior. A little bit of dust there. Could do with a good clean, to be fair, which we'll do. But as far as wear goes, no sign of any real wear at all on any of the seats. All lovely and clean. Has this additional bar for the front seats because we've got 3-point seat belts across the whole car. Nice and tidy there. Dash is painted to match the outside, as is the inside of these door bars. Basically everywhere you'd see metal's been painted to match, apart from the actual shuts, which are black. Got a nice spec original wheel, no real wear at all on that. It's showing 24,000 miles. Again, if you check the description, I really would take some time to read the description on this one, because it's going to tell you everything we know about it, where it's been, a little bit of history about the car that it's sort of replicating. Pop that down, we'll have a look in here. So again, we've got a full-size spare, lovely and clean, brand new tyre on it. It does still have the original fibre boarding in there, which if we lift out, you can have a look underneath it, 'cause it's lovely and clean in here as well. Exactly as you'd expect by looking at the rest of it. You have to excuse some dodgy camera work for a second. There we go. And again, in here, lovely and clean. The fuel tank, really nice and fresh. It does have this extra support in the bulkhead, obviously with it being chopped up a little bit. But as you can see, lovely and clean in here. Not a massive rat's nest of wiring. Everything's obvious where it goes and what it goes to. But more importantly, we've got that cover to go with it. It was driven down to us from Northumberland, about 40 miles. I drove it down the road. Well, because you would, wouldn't you? Why would you not take that for a spin? I've never seen so much attention in one car. We get to drive some really interesting stuff in here. And this thing, I've never seen so many people stop and stare. Really, really cool. So again, 1200cc, lovely and clean. Like I say, it was driven down here. It's all nice and clean around the usual spots in there. Get it fired up. It's stone cold. I haven't started it this morning, right? Fires up on the button, as you can see, lovely and smooth. We'll give it a little bit of a rev. And again, no sign of anything coming out the back. So there you have it, 1973 Beetle. Freshly imported from Germany, I believe about a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, but I'll detail in the description. Built by a university over there, and again, we'll detail that as a 1946 German patrol vehicle. If you've got any questions, please let us know. If you want to come and have a look at it, we're open every day. Let us know when you want to come. We'll make sure someone's here for you. Or if you can't get to us, again, we can do video calls, send extra photos, extra videos, answer any questions you might have. You've just got to let us know. Thank you.